Hi, this is Erin Whitaker, and this is my research proposal for Music 511. When deciding what to research, I drew upon some personal experience and found that the research supported that experience, and that some teachers say that they felt underprepared with regard to hands-on experiences when it comes to being in the music classroom. The studies were by Leggett 2013 and Conway 2012. So the study that I plan to do aims to address the attitudes of music teachers with various levels of experience and expertise, and it's to address the attitudes that they have toward their music education programs at the undergraduate level. Similar studies by Leggett, Conway, and Ballantine have been conducted in the US and abroad, asking teachers what they felt was beneficial and what they felt was lacking in their college music education programs. So I just want to build upon that and do something similar in the state of Kentucky and just really find out how teachers feel about their pre-service music training. The main question is, do you feel that college provided you with enough relevant music teaching experience? That's the overarching question. More specifically, I plan to ask how they felt about their methods classes and how often they were able to teach in their methods classes. And then their training on basic organizational management and teaching skills, the administrative and disciplinary side of being a music teacher. The benefits that could be derived from such a study would be the development of more effective undergraduate music education programs, where university teachers can use the findings to reflect on and refine their course content so that music teachers can be prepared the most that they possibly can to enter the workforce. It's not to criticize those programs, it's just to develop them further. The literature that supports this is pretty easy to find, and basically it just talks about practicality seeming to be at the forefront of music teachers' minds when they reflect on their pre-service training. And you see the quote there. Basically, student teaching, pre-service fieldwork, and musicianship are still perceived as the most valuable aspects, while College of Education courses and random observations seem to be the least useful. Additionally, the studies show that those attitudes don't change over time. Usually beginning teachers and experienced teachers feel the same way about their undergraduate programs. There was a model developed by Fuller and Bown in 1975, and the model was a way of measuring teachers' progression away from focus on themselves to focus on students. So a mature teacher would be more student-centered. So what that means for this study is, how can universities develop their pre-service music teachers so fully that they are more concerned with student success than they are with keeping themselves afloat in their early years? And by asking teachers this, we could find suggestions about what they wish they had known before entering the teaching field. And that Fuller and Bown model, again, is to move away from worrying about yourself to worrying about your students. For this study, the participants that I plan to use are teachers in a large urban school district. Out of 95 schools in the entire district, 89 are Title I schools, 7 are alternative schools, and nearly 63% of students are eligible for free or reduced lunch. I plan to administer the survey via email, and it should include multiple choice, open response, and short answer questions. The questions will ask teachers to discuss how many times during undergrad training and in what courses they were able to teach students in regular classrooms. Also, it should address what practical knowledge teachers gain from their undergraduate programs, such as rehearsal strategies, time management, budgeting, behavior management. Also, they need to rate their undergrad experience on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 meaning the program prepared them the most it possibly could have for the real world. And again, this is not about criticizing undergrad programs. It's just about finding ways that it can be more effective in preparing teachers. So I also wanted to add a question about how could teachers have better prepared themselves and taken responsibility for the quality of their pre-service experiences. What could teachers have done to make sure that they were truly ready? Because I think that ownership is really important. And I'd like to see how much they feel that they owned their undergraduate training, or were they just drifting through, or did they really just not even know how to approach ownership of that simply because they had never had their own classrooms. So I'm interested to see what that is. And then as far as the data goes, I plan to, of course, use narrative form, but also would like to put that data in tables. So those tables could compare specific groups, basically different levels of experience. How do teachers with 0 to 5 years of experience feel versus teachers with 20 or more years experience feel about how well their undergraduate training prepared them. I also want to make sure that those tables deal with 3 specific questions. How often did teachers enter a real classroom to teach before student teaching? How prepared did they feel to deal with the administrative aspects of running a program? And one of the most important being, how prepared were they to deal with student behavior? Because I think that that's probably one of the biggest things that teachers wish that they knew more about. So that's my idea for this research project. Hope that it made sense, and that I really hope that it goes well. Thanks.